Yo, this is Guys here, bringing you guys a video about my Lunalight deck profile that I brought to YCS Atlanta. It was a pretty fun deck to play all day. It was just a really fun deck to play at Atlanta. I could have played something better, but like honestly, I don't enjoy like True Dracos, Phantom Magician, Trickstars. All those decks is like kind of eh. But like Lunalights, I did better than I expected. Cause like I don't know, like the deck it performed very well, and honestly, I think I didn't prepare much for True Dracos. I feel like this deck just auto loses to True Dracos. At least this build, Lunalights, it can't beat the Floodgates and True Dracos. So without further ado, let's get to the deck profile. So we play 3 Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick is the best card in the deck. It sends cards to the graveyard. It adds Poly back to your graveyard when it's used as fusion material. It's just really good for that. 3 black, Blue Cat. It's good for 3 reasons. 1, you can stall with it. 2, you can send it to the graveyard with Kaleido Chick and then use one of your 3 monster or 4 monster you brought in the deck to make a rank 4 play, or you can double the attack of one of your fusion monsters or like one of your Lunalights in general and just like attack for game or attack over something. It's just a really good card. 3 Black Sheep. I use this mainly to get a Lunalight in graveyard so I can fusion summon from the graveyard with Wolf. But adding Poly is just really good in general. You can fusion summon with it, obviously. Get your Lunalight cards back. And mainly it's just to get a Lunalight in the graveyard. We play 3 Tigers. Now, Tiger is like really good in the deck because it like Kaleido Chick and Tiger is just a 2-card Bagooska. But opening up with like multiples of these is just really bad. Like, I mean, really bad. But like, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on playing 2. I'm gonna try to test 2 or 3 of them. Maybe like you can't play one of these, but if I was you, I'd probably like test only 2 copies, but like it's really good. Then we play 3 Wolf. Wolf is like really good in the deck, but then again, it's a scale. It bricks in hand if you don't have any Lunalights in graveyard. Same thing with Tiger. The main reason why I play it at 3 is because I play Desires. Like Tiger and Wolf, I play them at 3 because you don't want to banish them out for the Desires. It's just really terrible when you try to Desires because you have a really bad hand and you just banish all your Wolves, so you banish all your Tigers. It's just really devastating. But that's the reason why I pay 3 of them. Or I could just like open it up. Like just opening up with them is just really good because you just don't have to search them at all. You can just search something else important in the deck. So that's why I played 3 as well. Then for our hand traps, we played 3 Effect Veilers. Honestly, this should have been a Ghost Ogre. I think that was the more overall better card instead of Effect Veiler. But Effect Veiler did really good against a lot of matchups. The only matchup it didn't do good against was True Dracos, and then again, I told you before that True Dracos is just a hard matchup against. Like this deck just loses to True Dracos because all the floodgates, and because I got really unlucky. I just opened up really terrible. My opponent had the floodgates. He had the right amount of floodgates to just beat me. Because like I did try to out his floodgates, and it came to a point where he just had too many floodgates, and I couldn't beat him. 3 Kaijus. This Kaijus was good all day. I could just Kaiju my opponent's any of my opponent's monsters, and then use like Underclock Taker to bring the attack to 0, or use Akashic to bounce it back to hand. It's just the Kaijus was just really amazing. Then we play, for our spells, we play 3 Foolish Bearer Goods. You have to play this card because, like, sending Perfume to the graveyard is just really important. It's also a bait for, like, Ash Blossom. They Ash Blossom this. It's, like, really good because you might have, like, Desires in your hand or Tenki. It's just really good for that as well. So, 3 Perfume is the best card in the deck. It's the Monster Reborn for Lunalights, and it searches any Lunalight card, so it's actually really good in this deck. 3 Tenkis, obviously we play Beast Warrior deck. Unfortunately, you can't search Wolf. 2 Twin Twisters. I should have played more back row. Hey, I should have probably played like 3 Cosmic Cyclone and 3 Twin Twisters because like This deck just loses the floodgates, honestly. This deck, if I was you, I would like main deck 3 Cosmics and side deck 2 or 3 Twin Twisters, because like you cannot beat True Dragos. You're not playing like 3 or like 6 like spell trap card removal. It's just like really, it's just really devastating to lose the floodgates. When Red Reboot comes out, you can just play 3 Cosmics, 3 Red Reboots in the main. It's just gonna like make your matchups really easy against True Dragos. True Dragos might get hit by the time the deck comes out, the card comes out anyway. So yeah. Then play 2 Desires. Desires is 4 times where I brick and I don't have any other option, or it's used to extend my plays so I can make sure I either, if I can't OTA, I still have a follow-up play, or I could just kill my opponent. Like, it's just for that purpose only. And there's not really anything you can substitute like Pop Desires for. Like, Allure is really bad in this deck. You don't want to banish your cards out of your hand. It's just really bad. But 2 Bottle Desires is really good. I don't think I drew like 2 Desires in one hand. I don't think I drew Desires off of Desires. It's really good at 2. And then we play 2 Polys, 1 Fusion Substitute, and 1 Poly, obviously. I love this. I love 2 Polys because if you play 3, you open up with 2 or 1. You don't really want to open up with Poly. You want to search it off of Black Sheep. So that is what I play 2 Polys. And sub 2 is really good because I just get an extra draw, and I'm able to, if I'm like I have a terrible hand, I can just draw into one of my combo pieces and just kill my opponent. So it's good for that. And then for the board wipes, we play 1 Raigeki, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Slumber. These are all really good the whole round because I just like this won me a game. Dark Hole won me a game against like a Dino player. He was really pissed because he said that he lost to Raigeki, and just last game, it was like round 2. I played against him, and he was like he lost to Raigeki like his first match, and I was really sad to like top deck Raigeki, blow him out, and then OTK him. So it was really good. And then the last card I played, Monster Reborn, because it's really good. So that is it for the main deck. I played like no traps because traps they're not really good in this deck, honestly. So for the extra deck, we played 1 Akashic. It's really good with the Kaijus. That's the only reason why you play it. You probably play it anyways, just for it's a generic rank 2 for the deck. Then you play 1 Decode. This is really good. It's a generic rank 3, not link 3. Play 1 Underclock Taker. Underclock Taker was really good because it just made things more easy to get over. You could make something like 0 attack and OTK your opponents like really good. And insta link 2. Then we played 2 Leo Dancers, 2 Panther Dancers, and 2 Cat Dancers. This is what you probably play. You don't want to play one of these, even though Cat Dancer is the most irrelevant one out of all of them. You still want to play 2 in case you you have a really good grind match. This comes in clutch because like you might just lose because you're playing like 1, because you use these a lot, and you're going to make like 1 or 2 of these in a grind match, and your only option would be to make this. And if you only play 1, you're going to lose because you're not going to have any fusion play. So you always want to have a fusion play in this deck. And then for the last fusion monster, I play Starving Venom. Fusion Dragon is just a really good card in general. Yeah, it's really good to get over stuff. It's really good. For the XYZs, we play 1 Tornado Dragon. This is really good, but then again, I tried to make this against a True Draco player to get rid of their floodgates, and it just didn't work because like they had either Skill Drain or Monarch's Rupt, and I couldn't get over anything. So Tornado Dragon was really good though. It was really good. Bagooska, unfortunately, I only made this about once, and I was against like I think it was against like a Herald player, Herald Necros player, it was a really good card. It is a really good card still, but like all my matchups were like against like true Dracos or Dinos, and I didn't want to go for it honestly. It was really like I didn't really need it at all. But you still run it because it's a really good card. We played one Cairngorgon for all the targeting in the format. You have like Pendulum Graph, you have True Dracos, all these targeting cards. It was good in theory, but I never made it. One Castel, I think I never made this. I don't think I ever made this at all. I didn't really need to. I think I thought about making this, and I just didn't make it. I think I made like Tornado Dragon in general. It was just better. And then we played one Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller, it didn't make it at all. I didn't play against Burning Abyss, but it was there for like things like Burning Abyss. Then for the side deck, now I think this is the one that needs to have the most work. I think the extra deck and the main deck were kind of fine, but the side deck was just like it was like I didn't use half of it. Like I played 3 Artifact Lanciers. I didn't play against like Infernoids. I didn't play against Ritual Beasts. I didn't play. This was mainly for Invoked, but I didn't play one Invoke at all. So like I heard that a lot of people were playing Invoke, but I didn't play any. 3 Chaos Hunters. I didn't play Trickstars at all. I didn't play Invoked at all as well. But this was mainly for Trickstars because it's better against Trickstars than Artifact Lancia, and that's why I played this as well. But I just didn't play any Trickstars. I think like I'm gonna take this out of the deck. That and Lancia. Maybe Lancia I'm gonna keep in the deck for Invoke because this deck has a hard Invoke matchup. But yeah. Then we played for the last monster. We played one Astrogap Sorcerer. This was for the 3 Wavering Eyes that we do play in the deck. But unfortunately, we didn't play much of Pendulum Magicians. I expected to play more Pendulum Magicians, but I only played 1, and I just didn't open up with it. I didn't at all. So, and I bricked with my hand as well. Like, I bricked against like the Pendulum Magician player like really bad. Probably could have won. 2 Magical Springs. I feel like this card is like It's good against Pendulum Magicians, but it's not good against any other matchup. It's kind of good against True Dracos because they do have a lot of floodgates, and you can probably draw into your like Twin Twisters, your Cosmics, or whatever you need in the deck. But like honestly, it's not. It's only good against your Pendulum Magicians. Honestly, I didn't need so many Pendulum Magician hate cards because I did have Wavering Eyes already. So I probably should put this the Twin Twisters in instead of this. So I would do that as well. So the last card in the deck was 3-Dimensional Bears. I feel like this card is like really good. It's good against Rogue. It's good against Pendulum Magicians. The only 2 matchups it's not good against is against Trickstars and True Dracos, and everything else it's really good against. I didn't play against like a lot of decks, but like it was really good against a Fluffle player. I remember playing against a Fluffle player. It was like really good against them. But this was mainly for like I already had so many Pendulum Magician hate cards. I have like Magical Spring, I have Wavering Eyes. This was mainly for Invoke because like I was really scared of Invoke because it was just a hard matchup. They would just keep Infusion Summoning and I couldn't kill them. They would like Ash Boss them, Gamma me, and all that other stuff, and D-Bear just can lock them down. And my theory behind this was that if I get D-Beared, I can back myself up with a D-Bear, so potentially I can next turn I can just OTK them. So that's why I played 3-Dimensional Bears. So that's like it for the deck profile. Like if anything I would have changed was play an Ogre, a Proxy Dragon. I should have played Proxy Dragon because when I was going against dinosaurs, it was just really bad. It was just really, really bad because I couldn't link with their token that they had in the field, and I just couldn't do it. So that is it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about like my deck profile. It's like this deck needs a lot of work, especially the side deck. But if I worked on a side deck more for like the True Draco matchup, I definitely would have topped. I 100% I would have topped. But that is it, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm out.